Hi, well, welcome. Prowbys sales agents and sales representative onboarding training. This training is aimed to about all you need to know about the organization, Prowbys Innovation, and also for you to understand some of the products, the audiences for the products, how you can close deals with these products. And lastly, we'll be ending up with how we are going to be having to track sales and all the frequently asked questions by the new sales officer. But first and foremost, I'm Daniel Olabinjo by name. I'm the quality assurance manager for Prowbys Innovation Sales. Our sales teams are broken down in various grades. Once you get, we have the entry level, we have the team lead, as we have the supervisors. Also, so first and first, Prowbys Innovation is actually a tech organization and growth of businesses through technology. And very, very fast, we'll just go with what we have this morning. And it's to introduce some of our products to us. These are the contents of what we're going to be discussing. We're going to be talking about Prowbys. So just discuss now, we'll talk about our offerings, understanding our products, how our commission structure works, our sales process overview, marketing and lead support, talking about the how to get started, that's your onboarding stage, your sales tracking and performance, and the frequently asked questions. So right now, so I've said that earlier that Prowbys is actually an IT organization that is dedicated to providing innovative solutions for businesses of all sizes. We have over 10 products, and we also have services we offer to businesses, both small and large businesses, that can actually help us to reach out and make sure that organizations are better with what they do. So some of our offerings and some of our products is the fact that we offer branding and marketing support. We also offer sector custom-made products, and we also offer comprehensive solutions. So right now, I'm going to be delving into our products, and then so that we can be able to see the products we have to offer. If we come here, right now, I'm on the onboarding page, and let's just first go to explanation of products we offer. If you can look at by my right-hand side, which might be by your left-hand side, you can download the brochure, the product details, the, the, the proposals, the commission plan for each of these products. So I just want to explain to you the product first, then we can be able to move forward. Now, you make sure that at every time when you want to understand the product, this product details both in here. We take you to a web page where you can always have understanding of all the old products, so you can understand better what you intend to sell and market to various organizations. We have the first product is the smart number. The smart number can also be called the vanity number. If you can look at this point here, you can see numbers like this. So look at where my cursor is. So it says numbers whereby you the organization's name, for instance. All right. So the smart number is actually a customized numbers for organization. So your organization or your company has a number whereby the number is customized for them. So the numbers can actually be numeric in terms of 0700 111 222 333, or the number can be alphanumeric, meaning the number can be 0700 call Prowbys. That is 0700 call GHL or 0700 GIG Logistics. Yeah. So you can always dial those alphabets by looking at the number at which each of those alphabets are resting upon on your call pad. So that means that if you look at your phone, majorly ABC is already on that 2. So by the time you want to dial something looking like call, so C is 2, A is also on that 2. So you look at your L should be probably maybe under 5 or thereabouts, and then you can be able to do that. So your smart number is actually a technology that is having 3 major technologies underneath it. So beyond the fact that a person can call a smart number that is a customized number for your organization, we have 3 technologies under this IR smart numbers, and that's what you need to so actually sell down to your client. First is the IVM. The IVM is the integrated voice message. It means that by the time you give a call, just like when you call normally, when you are calling your friends, you hear what we call the ringtones or playback tunes, whereby you can be hearing some songs. So instead of songs now, you hear messages. So for instance, let's take Prowbys for instance. If you call 0700 call Prowbys and you call, the IVM plays like this. Welcome to Prowbys Innovation. We are a technology organization and we have so and so products and services. So that's an IVM. An IVM tries to help you to iterate some of your services and products to the caller. So your caller already knows other solutions you have. For instance, possibly maybe you are an organization that does various products, various services. Let's take, for instance, tax. Now your customer is calling you for tax, and now from your IVM, your customer can know that you do beyond tax. Maybe you do investment, whether you do financial advisories and the rest of them. So the next is the IVR. The IVR is the interactive voice response. So for your IVR, what you have there is that your IVR helps you to departmentalize your calls. For instance, let's take for instance organizations that have a department. Let's use an eatery, for instance, possibly maybe the place, Chicken Republic, Foodies, and what have you, and I want to order food. So I could just give the call to the organization, 0700 to the eatery, 0700, let's say the place. Oh, and then you hear something like this. If you for order, press 1. For payment issues, possibly maybe you had ordered online for their food, you were debited, but it didn't go through. So for payment issue, press 2. As you are talking to the payment staff, the accounts department. Maybe for technical issues, press 3. Maybe their app is not working. For other speaking to an agent, press 4. Do you understand that? So your behavioral helps you to departmentalize your call. Then the last is that you also have what we call the outbound call technology. So for instance, remember your customer is calling you via a smart number 0700 111 Now, by the time you are calling back, that's called an outbound call. When you are calling out, it's an outbound. When a call is coming in, it's called an inbound call. So when you're making an outbound call now, your clients will not be able to see that number. So, but once you enroll for the technology of outbound call, your client will then be able to see that your smart number. Now, the beauty about smart number is that you can mask over 50 numbers inside one number. So have you seen some ads, or maybe some adverts, even on the streets, on billboard, where they are putting about 3, 4 numbers. Now, a person who is driving might not be able to capture those numbers. Because obviously, is it going to park on the middle of the road? No. So the best thing is you have a smart number, 0700 111 It's easy to remember, and instantly the organization, the person who saw your billboard can actually call you. Now, once you have a smart number, you can mask over 50 to 100 lines underneath it, meaning that 100 staff can be reached out to just within one call. It means that once a person calls a smart number, 100 phones, as if they are not departmentalized. So if they are departmentalized, let's say accounts, maybe we have 10 numbers on the account, 10 numbers under order, 10 numbers under technical. So it means that once the number rings, it rings on the 10 phones together. So it means that your people and your clients are able to reach your organization as fast as possible. Sometimes we have a situation whereby you are calling a complaint, the numbers are not working, the numbers are not going, the numbers are switched off. But when you have a smart number technology, that doesn't happen because your numbers are always on. Because if Mr. A's number is on, obviously B or C or D or E will surely be on to be able to pick up the call to reach out to client. So right now, if you look at this page, you can always see how to download the proposals, look at the product details, download brochure and commission plan. So the commission plan for this is 10% of sales. So any sales you make here, you have the 10%. So these are the costs. So the smart number is 90,000 naira. So we make sure that that's per each number that is being maxed under the smart number. The minimum numbers to be maxed under the smart number is 2. Remember, I said you can max over 50 to 100. So imagine you are masking 50 to 100 numbers under this. So this is roughly about already even over 9 million naira. So if you're having 10% of 9 million naira, you do the math. So you understand how much you are making just on smart number. Then when you add the IVM and the IVL, you know that you are making money. So that's the first product we have. So the second product is the payment solutions. So under the payment solutions, it's first necessary to understand that we are a channel partner of InterSwitch and some other financial organizations. So we do some tech work alongside our APIs and the rest of them syncing with theirs. Now, our payment solution goes in 2 major ways. I need to also make sure you understand that there are audience. So you need to look at the kind of audiences that are going to be able to buy this product. The organizations that are going to buy these products are also here. So the payment solution. So for the payment solution, take for instance, the first people who really need these payment solutions are institutions. Institutions like maybe professional organizations like ICANN, CIA, IPM, CIPM, and the rest of them like that. Now, all those organizations, they are always collecting money. For instance, in any organizations who are professional institutes like that, you have membership payment, you have annual subscription, you have upgrade, you have payment for conferences, payment for seminars, and the rest of them. Do you know that most of these organizations, we have many of them with us now. What they do is they tell the member, go and pay to the bank and send your proof of payment either to our email, send proof of payment to our WhatsApp number. That's an archaic way of doing things because sometimes this institute will then tell you, oh, we've not seen a lot. We have to wait for the next 30 days when we get our bank statement. Now, the problem they have is that these bank statements will not even show the name of the person. So yeah, they're always writing. Sometimes their receipts are always not accurate because, for instance, they might just see Chooks A. Now, you cannot write Chooks A on somebody's receipt because we could have more than one Chooks in the organization, and maybe their surnames are also more than A. So we have a payment solution for these organizations. Anyone who is the business of collecting money, it can be school, it can be professional institute, it can be hospitals, it can be financial services, name them. In as much they are collecting, it can also be your local government area. So you imagine your local government are always collecting tax, collecting this, and nobody is able to report for the money. They cannot account for it. Why? Because they are taking it maybe by cash or maybe by one thing or the other. We also have a way to actually help them work this thing out inside the POS. So we can work the POS alongside for them so that immediately any payment is done, instantly a customized receipt is sent to the client. So if a member pays, instead of the accountant to start writing 1, 2, 3, no, just imagine, we have some organizations that have about 5,000 customers. Then the one accountant is writing receipt, wasting time, precious time we could have used to do other things. So the best thing is we then tell these organizations that, see, your accountant can use their time for other better things, why our solutions can instantly send them their receipts. And also the accountant will not need to start waiting for bank statement. Immediately the payment comes in. Once the accountant logging into his dashboard, he will see it. It will be like a breakdown schedule whereby our schedule, our solutions will always capture your full name, will capture the email, the phone number of the person, and the purpose of payment. And not just that, this solution helps you to demarcate or departmentalize each payment. So now imagine you have a bank statement. Your bank statement, we have together both payment for registration, payment for annual subscription, payment for this, payment for that, all together. The accountant may find it hard to be able to start sorting. So, but this one, every payment for registration is in one menu. So it gives you the department. So once you click registration, you see all payment under registration. Once you click subscription, you see all payment under subscription. And then you can extract the information. Oh, you can know how many names of people who are paid, how many names have not paid. You can see how much has entered your amount this month, this day, and the rest of it. This is the better way to track things. So that's what we call the pay direct. We also have what we call the auto pay. The auto pay is a way whereby you can pay organizations and vendors. Now we have some organizations that for them to pay a vendor, you have to first take maybe a check or something first to a signatory, then take it to the second signatory and the rest of them. Look at how they are wasting man's power, wasting time, and the rest of them. So instead of all those jumping here and there, wasting money and the rest of them, we have an auto pay whereby the schedule is loaded, somebody authenticates, somebody approves, somebody upload, and that's all. So the amount here is the 400,000 is what the client will pay for us to be able to. Now, these are the minimum. You can charge, they can pay more than that. So for them to be able to install this, the commission here for you is 80,000 naira, and it's not renewable. If you see here, we say that it's renewable. When we mean renewable, it means that after this year, you get another commission the next year, because some of those services are renewable. So, but this payment solution is just a one-off thing. So the next one is the VoteWix. So the VoteWix is a voting application for organizations. Now, just almost like the payment solution, we still have organizations that, for instance, let's use ICANN, for instance. We have accountants, people who are joining ICANN in more than 30 states in Nigeria. Now, ICANN's secretariat is in Lagos. They want to do election. Now, these guys are always doing election every year. Some of these, there are some organizations, the professional associations, governmental institutions, they do election every year. Why some do us maybe twice, 2 years interval. Now, they are, in short, if you go to cooperative organizations, they are always doing elections. And this is a serious matter. Non-profit organization, they are always doing elections. Professional association, always doing elections. So because people are coming to become president every year, even in schools, your university, they are always doing elections. So now, because people do elections, let me still go back to the ICANN I was talking about. Now, ICANN want to do election. Imagine they don't have an e-voting software. And you a member of ICANN and you are in Zamfara. Because you want to vote, we have to get on the road, take plane, risk your life down to Lagos to just come and tear paper, waste paper, then spend millions, hundreds of thousands to move from Zamfara down here and go back just because you wanted to. Those stress, it's not necessary. Because of that, most people who cannot jump all the way from that place are disenfranchised because they cannot come back. So now we have a solution whereby everybody can vote. The software is online. Once they just open it, everybody are given a specific voting ID. Once you register and once the organization, once your name has been uploaded that yes, you are accredited, your voting ID will be sent to you. And once your voting ID is sent to you, on the day of the election, you are going to be able to vote. Now, on the day of the election, it's timed. It can be 2 hours, 3 hours. Once the time is over, it shuts down. The only thing to be showing you is just the result. Now, the result is real time. What it means real time is as Mr. A is voting, the result is showing, it's increasing. So everybody knows the winner. You don't need to start counting, and then there are some practices and the rest of that, and they tell you, okay, we are still counting. Give us 2 days. No, nobody is counting anything. Immediately the election starts, everybody is seeing the results. Whether you are in Zamfara, whether you are in Sokoto, anywhere you are seeing the result. And so it's an online thing, and you can see the audiences here. There's a video to it here. So you can click on the video, send that video to your clients. There's a payment plan, and the payment is 600. So any organization who you bring to use this software, we give you 100,000 naira per story. So imagine you are able to bring 5 to 10 person in a month. That's 500,000 to 1,000,000 naira. That's how people earn so much here with Prowbys. So imagine you are doing this, you're able to send this payment solution, and you don't need to have any work to do. The only thing is, the proposals are already available. The brochure is already available. The product detail, once you click here, is available. So all you need to do is just to tell somebody, tell the clients, tell the organizations, and they buy your ideas, and then you move forward. So the next one is we have the school management application. So the school management software is a software for primary school, secondary school, and university. So it's a software whereby they can be able to manage the parents, manage the students, manage the. Now, take for instance, you saw that a lot of people failed JAM this year. I saw the um, I saw the statistics, and over 1.5 million students failed JAM. Only about 400 above passed JAM. So that means that for every 10 persons, maybe about one person passed JAM, not up to two. For every 10 persons who wrote JAM this year. So it means that our schools are not training these students for what is up there. JAM is digitalizing its processes. So that's why your school management software is necessary. In there's CBT, there's online exams and the rest of them that can actually build these students before they go out there to write their external examination. So the next one we have here is Kubix. Kubix Web Finax. So Kubix is actually a cooperative society software. And this cooperative society software is actually a software whereby people can be able to do all their cooperative activities with their phones. Now, take for instance, in case you don't know, it still happens that cooperative members still have to meet every week. And the reason why they are meeting every week is because you have to take your money for your 2,000, whatever amount, you take it down to the bursar or the cashier man. They will write it on a ledger. So you that want to check how much you have, you start carrying the ledger and start opening the ledger one by one. So you will see queue. They want to see the bursar man. They want to see. That is an archaic way of working. So now these Kubis help them to be able to see that once a person opens the app, is able to know how much is owing, is able to know if they have credited him. So once they credit you, instantly you will see it on your phone. That okay, this is the amount I'm having. They've not yet credited me on this and the rest of them. This is the loan I'm owing. This is the loan I've paid back on the rest of them. So your Kubis help you to actually manage these cooperative activities as first a member, where you can check your account online, pay your money online, do everything online, and also for the admin. So the admin can do their trial balances, total income, total expenditures, and the rest of them. They can do that also public. So the money is just 400,000 naira every year, and it's renewable. So we also have the digital marketing and the website management services. So we do digital marketing and advertising. So whatever kind of advertising the person needs and whatsoever digital marketing strategy the person wants. So this payment is not fixed. So it starts from 350,000 naira and above. So depending on what we want to do, we'll be able to speak to you about that. So the next job we do also is the IT outsourcing service, meaning that because we're a tech company in both in that covered a lot of technologies, whether whatsoever technology you want, we can be able to always get you an IT staff. So you can recruit or we can always outsource. Our major job is to outsource, that meaning that these are our staffs, but they are working for you. So we manage them. So it's take the stress of recruitment, take the stress of management from them. So the HMOs and the rest of them are done by us and the rest of them for them. So once you're able to get any organization where you are sending the proposals are there, the brochures are there, the product details is there, you can be able to fix this. The commission for that is 80,000 there. So digitalization of organization. So when we talk about the digitalization of organization, it means it's a general IT innovations in any organization. So meaning that organizations can do more than one thing. So you can look at an organization and say, okay, these people need payment solution, these people need vote weeks, these people need a website, these people. So once we just come around and just digitalize an organization, so we pay you 100,000 for that. So we also have the hospital, hotel, real estate management system. So this is just a software that can manage hospitals, hotels, management system. So we also have the e-commerce solution for those people who are selling. So if you see all those people who are selling in co-markets and those people who are selling in big stores and they don't have any store online, you can actually create their stores online and then fix that problem. Once you have those clients, just reach out to us. We actually know the kind of job we need to do so that we can know the cost we can be able to charge them. But be rest assured that your money for that is 100,000 naira. So we also have the institute membership profile. That's for the professional institute like ICANN, CIPM, CIA, CILT, CIOTA, and the rest of them. We have a portal to manage their members, to manage their examination, conferences, and the rest of them. On this note, we want to go back to what we have here. And so I'll just talk about the products and our offerings. So we've talked about the innovative features our offering brings. We've talked about the benefit for the clients. And you can also see the target audiences as we have showed you in what I just displayed for you. We've told you about our commission structure. Some of them are outright, some of them are in percentage. And anywhere you see renewable, it means that um, it means that the commission you have, you will also be able to get a commission the next year when the customer renews. So remember that even if the customer keeps renewing, your own renewal stops on the second year. So your renewal is on the second year. So any customer you bring, you get that is on a renewal package product, you get the commission for the first year, commission for the second year. Now, I need to also mention that we also have incentive for those people who do well. So by the time we discover that you are a person who is making sales more than 5 to 10 sales every month, we instantly move you from the post of a commission-based marketer to a team lead. So you become a team lead. And one major thing about the team lead is that in a situation where we pay 10% commissions, for instance, for the marketers for every product, for some of the products, we give you ×2, maybe like 20% or like 15%. We also give them certain financial benefits beyond that. So the more you're able to sell and work, the more you're able to do good things for you. So now let's quickly go to the sales processes of how do we sell? How do we sell? So when we talk about sales, sales is actually the major bloodline of every business. And you as a commission sales marketer or as a sales officer, a sales representative, The only thing the only result that shows you're working is sales. So somebody can say, oh, I've been drafting proposal, I've been drafting. No, the only thing that shows that yes, you're working is that you have sold, you have closed a deal. And the best way to do that is to make sure that you are in ear to ear with a prospective client always, or you're in eye to eye with a prospective client always. So beyond the mails and the rest of them, make sure you're here, that is, you are on a call with a prospective client always, and you are seeing a prospective client in the meeting always. Those meetings actually become what gives you the edge to be a successful sale personnel. So what is the first way we want to sell? So what's the first sales process? So the first is that you must identify prospective clients. And that's the first thing we have done for you. So you can see that we put about audiences. So you need to research about your audience. Research, what do they have? What don't they have? What can we do? What is the process? There was one organization that we were researching at the point to sell them to them one of our payment solutions. One thing we did was that we actually just observed and saw that they want to have a conference. So we wrote to them that our payment solutions can help them in their conference processes. And that's what we did actually. So you should be able to research your potential clients. You should reach out to the existing networks. And you should also utilize the power. So on your status, somebody might need your stops. So that's why in the brochure we gave you, and also by the time you join the WhatsApp platform and the sales platform, the whole flyer for each of these products will be given to you. So you should also learn how to pitch and present your products. So you should also learn more about your product. What product am I offering? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? And one major thing you need to understand when you are selling product is that you don't just want to sell to people how good your product is. You want to tell them the risk of not buying from you, the risk of not going with your product. For instance, you can tell an organization that if you don't have a payment solution product, your money can be stolen. And that's true. For instance, you have an organization that is offering certification. If people are not paying online, if a staff can give anybody his account number, I say, okay, pay here, and then they give him certificate. But once they are doing online payment, you are seeing the schedules and there's transparency. The next is to highlight key features and benefits. So highlight the key features and benefits of the products, research about the product, imagine the emotional need of that product. So when you want to sell to people, you don't necessarily need to sell about the logical aspect of the product. You want to sell the emotional aspect, meaning that you tell, see, by the time you have this product, you become better than your competitors. Once they hear that, they really want to buy into you because every organization wants to be better than their competitors. So when you tell them that, oh, by the time you have this, you now have efficiency and your staff can be more effective. Everybody wants to go for that because everybody needs that in their organization. So you can also use visual aids to present to them. So the next thing is to also learn how to undo objections and rejections. So let's start with objections. So objections is when people have one or two things to say to refute some of what you're saying. So the first is to first address the concern directly. For instance, somebody tells you, oh, come on, we want to have a payment solutions for you, we want to create a website for you and the rest of them. Then the person tells you that, oh, we don't want. Then you ask why? What's the problem? They say, oh, we once employed somebody who stole their money, who didn't do the job, who ran away. You want to then give them reassurance. You can even tell them, sue us. Sue us. If we do this, we do that, sue us, then that shows that you know what you are doing. The next is that you have to provide a solution to those their concerns, just like what I said. So you should also offer support. as you are trying to mark sales to them. The next one is closing deals. You see, one major thing I've learned, and I keep teaching people, most of the salespeople, is that when you want to close a deal, you want to make sure you are proactive. You want to make sure you are the one driving the wheel, for instance. You are trying to introduce vote weeks to a client, and the client says, okay, we will talk about it later. Oh, okay, I may be busy now. Let's discuss. I'm having some interest. Let's discuss it later. You don't just say, okay, ma'am, or okay, sir. No. So because that's an infinite opening to you, you want to make sure that every infinite opening any client is giving you, you are converting them to a definite close. So for instance, let's discuss about it later. Okay, so we'll make it this Wednesday or next week, Friday. You see what I've done now? I've made it a definite stop. Okay, then she said, okay, oh, Wednesday. This Wednesday, you want to do this. You want to summarize your agreement. You want to summarize your discussion instantly with the client. That's okay. Yeah, so as you want to call it a day, we have decided that you want vote weeks, you don't want this, you want this management website and the rest of them. And then we'll be meeting on Wednesday to be able to seal this deal. That's how you to work as a marketer. Don't just say yes. Okay, yes, we will see later. No, don't see later. Give them a definite time plan. So the next thing is to make sure that you try as much as possible to outline the next step. So you should be able to have discussed some of all you are seeing here today. So let's go into marketing support. So for marketing support, we have some videos already in that onboarding page I showed you. We also have the brochures. We have product details. We also have the proposals that you can always send to clients and then make sure you earn your money. So the next one is for us to talk about the lead generation. Lead generations are prospective clients, phone numbers, name, or emails. So you can use your social media to advertise. Advertise what you want to sell on social media. Then people are interested, come on board to you. The next one is to access sales tools and resources. So just as I've said earlier on, so there are sales tools, the flyers, the proposals, the brochures, the videos. They are necessary for us to have. And then so the next one is for us to look at the summary of what we have always spoken about, which is first the onboarding processes. So if you come here, this is your onboarding page. And this video is also on this onboarding page. Then you have to fill this form. To fill this form and you submit, you'll be able to join the sales platform. But this page is a page for you forever because all products that we have are always going to be added here, and the proposals, the brochures, the payment plans, and the product details can always be used here. So the next one is your sales. We've talked about the sales tools. Then the last one is your support contact. That is, immediately you have sales, client, prospective clients. If you have any challenge, you can always send us an email at info@prowbys.com. By the time you become a team lead, when you become a team lead, you will then have your own official email or a web mail that it is now bearing your name and that of the company. And these are the numbers you can always reach out to, so in case you have any challenge. So the next is for us to track and a few things of that. Next thing is for us to look at to analyze your report. So every week it's expected that you who is in sale, we have to, you have to report sales. Okay, this was what I did this week. I was able to 20 persons, like the phone number of those people, the organization wanted to reach out. Where was the mark, whatsoever the was the challenge, whatsoever process is going on. Okay, the proposal is going, the project is ongoing, and the rest of them. So they also have the meeting is always on Wednesday, whereby we meet every week by 7 p.m. So by 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, we bring the report of a week. So the reason why it's on Wednesday is because it's the mid of the week, whereby we can then be able to reinforce from the errors we make at time. Next one is the frequently asked questions, which uh, uh, if you click on this, you will see if you click on this, you will see your commission rate. So the commission is as and that's put in mind. And so rate, yeah, here we can see all that you need to know about your commission rate. And they will be able to meet. And that's why once you have filled the form, then you come into the platform. Once you fill the form, it will automatically direct you to the platform. And then with that, we'll be able to reach out to you and train you more every week, every Wednesday for us to make sales. I want to say congratulations and welcome. And I also see you making lots of money to be able to meet your need and live the life you want to live as you begin to sell. So Prowbys Innovation has created this large level of network sales and also a large level of financially independent persons. And I want to say welcome. And will be meeting me every Wednesday as a supervisor of sales. And you can always reach out to me again by the numbers which are on the screen. 0816-707-5910 or 08061975272. That's the office line. So anybody will always be able to, anytime you have any challenge, just reach out to these numbers here. Somebody in the office will be able to reach out to you. I want to say thank you and see you all in the platform. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.